Because I'm ridiculous. They don't run
All right,
for me. What are you doing?
what happened? Something happened here. Okay.
What happened?
All right. So the number that we need to look at here, you captured 55,000. Those are good for your daily activities. You don't do that if you don't fight SVS. So you need to do that. That's a good thing. You need those. So I've said in previous videos that we need to be doing this. So I'm not really trying to lay into you because this happened to you. It's a different set of circumstances here. Okay, the next number that we need to look at is lost power. Wolf KSA loses 135 million power. You lose 432 million. All right. Let's take a minute to talk about why that's important. A good thing for you up there, the Glory of Warrior, the Lucky Favor. You need those to ascend general specialties. You don't get those if you don't fight SVS. So you dropping bubble is a good thing for you because you got that Glory of Warrior and that Lucky Favor and the 55,000 captured prisoners. You can do things for your daily activities that other people can't because this happened. You can ascend general specialties faster because this happened. And I'll point out some things that I do to help me in those situations where that same hit's not going to fuck me up next time it drops. All right. Let's go to detail. Okay, this was a siege hit. The number by your T-14 siege, 1.431435 million, 1,431,435 by your T-14 siege, by that little mirror tombstone looking thing on the right. That's how many of your T-14 siege were killed. And then your T-13 siege, over 1 million of them were killed. And of course, he hits you with a level 44 Edward Teach and a level 43 Christina. Those are high level siege generals. Sends really too many T-14 or T-13, but he probably sent a shit ton of T-11. That's how they get you. They send T-11. It's a low tier. They give up less points. A siege attack's going to splat on you no matter what. If you hit somebody with siege, you're not going to zero that keep. You will splat. You just got to take more points from them than you lose. And he did that. Let's see what the buffs are. Your siege attack is 1,042. That's really not bad for... What are you? K36. 1,046 siege attack buff isn't bad for K36. But I don't know if you've ever been king and got the Thebes Dragon or not, but we need to help you get it if you don't. Okay, so let's go back into this report. Try to move this fast so nobody sees anything. Okay, that was a siege attack. I won't even really say much on siege attacks because like the only person in the alliance that can take a damn siege attack right now is Word. That comes later down the line. Okay, again, you got that Glory of Warrior and Lucky Favor. That helps you with the general specialties. And you didn't capture anything, but let's see. 677 million lost power to 353 million lost power. Let me see what he hit you with. Okay, this time he hits you with range. He's got T15 ground, but not T15 range. We kind of got lucky here. He sent 2 million T14s. That gives you a lot of points when they die. That 1925700 number out beside his T14 range by that tombstone mirror looking thing. It's nearly 2 million soldiers that you killed. Let me see what you killed these with. Okay, ground troop. Okay, got your mounted. You weren't on, obviously you weren't on playing. So you had everything in there. You can't gather, you can't go in a relic, and you can't put 2,300,000 T14 mounts in a bunker. And we need you to have those troops because you do kill a lot of monsters with them. So we got to figure out how to cover you a bit better. Yeah, 2.1. That's where all of your points lost came from, which in those situations is not something you're going to be able to. You got 2.1 million T12s. Ouch. Okay. But your ground layers, your siege layers were gone because of the initial siege attack, but your ground layers did real well. That T13 ground layer killed 355,000 troops. Lost less than 100,000. That's a win. Your T14 grounds, they killed 400,000 troops. 77,000 of them went in the hospital. Your hospital bill's hellacious. All right, let's go down here. I'm curious. What am I going to find down here? Okay, you had 75 million something T1s. They killed 500,000 soldiers. You lost 9 million soldiers. Let me see what the buffs were. 2115 attack. That's about what I got. Well, okay, so you don't you don't have to worry about me zeroing you because I can't. You can fight off a 2115% attack. We'd have to rally you to hurt you, and we're not trying to do that, man. We need you killing monsters. We need you to continue playing with us. We want you here. We just don't want you losing points. I know you don't want that either. Every SVS it becomes an issue, and this time I gotta take a closer look. It's a game, man. Nobody's gonna be kicking down your door trying to take your cars away or something. Nobody's carting you off to jail. Nobody's coming after you with no pistol. It's a game. Okay. Okay, so alright. Were your subs linked to where all your sub troops killed? Let's take a look and find that. Mansa Musa. Nero's better than Mansa Musa. Oh, you only had 2 subgens. What'd you have in the first one? Did they kill all your sub troops in the first one? Get up here. Okay. All right. Let's get down to the bottom. Mansa Musa, Nero. Ooh, you've only got 2 sub-cities? 2 subgens? Oh, shit, dude. Yeah, that's definitely something we need to fix. Okay. You see down here where your range troop, down at the bottom where it says debuff against enemy troops? Ground troop, range troop, mounted troop, siege machine. Okay. Your range troop debuff is like not gonna. Man, your ground troop buffs could be higher. Okay, so let's start right there. Let's just go after your range troop debuff, because I think that's something you can fix rather quickly. And then the ground troop buffs. I think you can get those up too. That will help against siege. I'm going to send you the videos that I did on blazing, and every Sphinx season just kill as many Sphinxes as you can and get those blazing chests and save them. And do what I'm fixing to show you with these blazings, and you can, it's like refining a general. I won't. That probably was a siege hit. You got the Glory Warrior and the Lucky Favor, so... No, this was a range hit. Another range hit. And with low debuff, you're fighting them off, ain't you? Yeah, your ground troop layers, see how you're 764,000 kills with 95,000 losses. Wiped your horses out. There wasn't nothing really in there but ground troops. Range isn't going to do very well against ground. Okay. They did better. They sent more T-12s than anything. Gives you less points, but still. Alright, let's look at this last one. Ooh. Yeah, they need to green bubble you faster than that, Bubba. I wasn't over here. I was off. Alright, I need to stick with my alliance. That's what I need to do. Alright, he hits you with ground. I don't have a defense against a ground attack right now. Not really. So, I can't say much. That was a big loss right there. You lost 1.7 billion power. And he lost 451 million. He beat you by like 1.2 billion. That was the biggest one. If we could have stopped that one with a green bubble. Because you're not on when this happens, okay? Yeah, see how it's the exact opposite in them range and ground layers? He took out 2.2 million of your T-14 grounds. You only killed 38,661 soldiers. At T-14 range, he took out 2.3 million of your range troops. You only killed 693,000, almost 694,000 soldiers. Yeah, those are big losses. Who'd he send? Yeah, those are good. And he's got T-15 grounds too, so he doesn't really need high buffs. Ugh. Boy, that is nasty shit. Hell. Okay, so what I'm going to ask you to do, take that Lucky Favor and let's see, start looking for sub-generals like him. You can get him out of mayoral optional chests. You need him. You need more than 2 subsidies. You've got Nero, he's good. You see this piece right here? That second specialty, sabotage. Use them Lucky Favors and them rune stones on those specialties. Get your debuffs up. Start looking for him. See that second specialty there? Enemy troop attack -6. Use those Lucky Favors and those rune stones on those specialties. Get that debuff up. That debuff is going to save you some pain when this happens until you can get this issue fixed with customer support. So you got those lucky favors, you got those runestone chests. Use the second specialty. You need more subgens than that. Start looking for Andrew Jacksons, Neros. Arminius is easy to get. She is okay. She's in the tavern. She's not the best, but she's better than Mansa Musa. And get more subgens and get those specialties up. The second one on these subgens, it debuffs enemy troop attacks, and start looking to put, well, that's Parthian gear. Achaemenid AX debuffs grounds troop HP, range troop HP. You know, siege machine attack. You want the ones with the most debuffs. The minus right there. Enemy siege attack, enemy mounted troop defense. The minuses. You want those. And you want 6 pieces, because down there at the bottom where it says set attributes in the green, where it says 6/6 enemy troop attack, that minus 15, you want that. You clearly don't have that. So you're doing good killing Vikings right now. Get those materials and build those up. And I'll write all this down. Nero's in the tavern. If you can ascend him, you get enemy troop HP and defense debuffs. Those will help against ground. Those will help against anything. Okay, and then the next point, I'll send you the one on blazons. I don't know what champions you have, but try to get her if you don't have her, and get her up to, I've got her up to 18, but she buffs in-city ground defense and HP pretty high. So, and she debuffs enemy range. That'll be a good step. Or if you can get her, I've only got her to level 5. If you don't have any of them, I've got her to level 20. But a good cheap pack, if you got it, is this champion monthly card. And it helps you get champions up faster. And I pretty well went over spiritual beasts and seals in my my video where I'm telling people what I'm going to do, and I know you watched it. So I'll just write out those few simple things to where the next time you get hit, you're going to be ahead on points and less negative. And it's like I told everybody, if you can lose just 700 million points less than what you lost the last time when somebody green bubbles you, I can make that up with rallies, and it's not that big of a deal. And I think you probably caught all the bullshit that you're going to catch over that. I hope you have. But one of the things that happened is that we're all going to be looking at you and trying to help you improve your defenses. So just humor us and try to get that done. And like I said, you can be in a situation until you do get the glitches fixed, where if you lose just 700 million points fewer and gain another 50 million more, the next time that happens, I can make it up with rallies, and it's not that big of a deal. Now, if I could just keep from getting my ass zeroed, then we could probably deliver the server a win. It wasn't completely your fault. I got my ass zeroed too, but yeah, we got balled out, bitched out, and nobody's going to hit anyone, so our mouths ain't bleeding, but this shit keeps up, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to hold the alliance together. We might be under attack by some big fucking guns, so I really need you to hammer down these details and help us out, all right? On the monster killing and rallying and being active, you're doing great, and we want that. We want to keep you around. You've been with us for a long time, and that's loyalty. That's a big deal. I don't want to just shit on you the minute some big bully comes and tells me I need to. You know, I'm not trying to be no chicken shit like that. So yeah, help me out. I need you to do this. We've all got to get on the hammer if we're going to keep them off of our asses. All right, that's all I got for now. I'll write some of this down. That's 20 minutes. All right, thanks, man, for the reports.